solve the formula. 1 over x is equal to 1 over b plus 1 over a for x. Now, a common misconception is what people will say is, to solve for x is take the reciprocal of both sides and say, well, the reciprocal of the left, which is x, which is true, but then they'll say the reciprocal of the right is going to be b plus a. And as it turns out, this isn't the case. What would actually have to happen is you'd have to take the reciprocal of 1 over x and then the reciprocal of 1 over b plus 1 over a, which is 1 over 1 over b plus 1 over a, right? And then you'd have to find a common denominator and it'd get really messy and all that. So instead, now putting that misconception to rest, what we should do is solve this like a typical equation with rational expressions. That is, we have to find the LCD of each of the denominators, of all of the denominators, and multiply both sides by it to solve. So the denominators we're looking at are x, b, and a, and so the LCD of x, b, and a is going to be abx, or xba, or bax, or whatever order you feel like putting them in. So now we want to multiply both sides of the equation by that LCD. So I want to multiply both sides by abx. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to distribute the LCD into each of the terms, and then I'm going to reduce in the step afterwards. So this turns into abx over x, right? All I did was multiply abx by 1 over x. And then this turns into abx over b plus abx over a. And now we're in a position where we can factor things out and reduce and cancel them, right? So an x cancels out in here, a b can be factored out and canceled here, and an a here. So now we write what's left over. On the left hand side we have ad, and on the right we have ax plus bx. So now the goal is to solve for x, right? So on the right hand side we can factor out an x since these two terms have an x in common, and what's left over is a plus b. So then we can divide both sides of the equation by a plus b, and thus x is equal to ab over a plus b, right, since we canceled out this a plus b there. And so that is the solution for x given that original equation to start with.